For the start at 10:30, I was out there with the captains, Alan Wells and Dermot Reeve.
We'll have a bowl.
So Warwickshire have won the toss and will field first over.
Correct, Tony.
Now, you've had a bit of experience in these matches. You seem to have appeared for both sides along the way.
Yeah, I appeared for 86 with Alan when Sussex beat Lancashire, which was a great day, and then again for Warwickshire in 89.
How have you settled your side today?
Andy Moles is back in from the scorecard from the semi-final, and unfortunately Trevor Penny misses out, which is bad luck for Trevor. But he's been out for a few weeks with a shoulder injury and we haven't got a lot of form to go on, but we'll miss him in the field.
And Alan, what about your side?
Same as the semi-final, same lineup.
And what do you see out here for a pitch?
Might be a little bit of moisture on it. That's the usual sort of thing, September at Lord's, but we're quite confident. We're looking forward to the day.
A number of sides have had difficulty losing the toss and batting first.
That's right, but we'll try and change the norm.
Good. Good luck to you both.
Thank you very much.
So let's take a look at the teams. Experienced openers there with Smith and Athy for Sussex, and stroke makers Spate, Wells and Stevenson in the middle. Ian Salisbury, the leg spinner, in the side. And Warwickshire, well, they have 6 bowlers available, 1 spinner, Neil Smith, and a mixture of batting. But Dermot Reeve is quite a key character as an all-rounder in the middle there. The umpires, Harold Bird and Mervyn Kitchen, with a third umpire, Alan Whitehead. Warwickshire winning the toss, are fielding first. Let's join the first ball, small bowls to Smith. Oh. Well, these are important overs for the opening batsmen, not only for their own wickets, but for also for the dressing room. They will be looking for better shots than that. That was well wide of the off stump. That was glorious. Positively regal.
Big looks full of energy this morning. That was a good shot.
Well. Bill Asif goes for naught to a nothing ball, and even less of a shot. And a scrambling catch. It was a strange sequence of cricket.
Yes, Bill Asif will disappoint with that. It's a marvellous season for Sussex. They must have knocking on for 1,500 runs in first class. And really, Tim Munton's pace, really a nothing ball, really. In fact, he fell himself, so I think it was accidental ball, really. But it's got the wicket, and that's what Warwickshire wanted.
So 4 for 1. That's another strong shot. She's going to bowl there to David Smith. He'll keep clobbering the ball through cover, square, all day. Well, that was a thundering shot.
Martin Spate was certainly very quick onto this one. It was short, easy pace pitch, but really whacked that away through mid-wicket.
It was a thumping shot, but it's played off the front foot. It's extraordinary to see someone leaping onto the front foot, whacking across the line, especially when the bowler is a tall seam bowler who has played for England. Well, he's full of strokes. Front foot sweep, now neatly back and across and driving.
Yes, we read some great reports about Martin Spate, tremendous stroke player. I must admit, I've never seen him make a big score. Certainly played some interesting shots so far this morning.
That's well bowled. Prompting a similar stroke.
Yes, Gladstone getting that ball there to move away nicely. Went like a big leg break there. Unfortunate not to get a wicket.
That was amazingly taken. I think the keeper started going the wrong way first time. Must have been some late movement away.
Well, we said if Gladstone Small could bowl some of the deliveries that he bowled at the left-handed batsman, they'd be very good to the right-hander. He just bowled a couple on the trot there. Beautiful deliveries. No reward for them.
Well, look at this. What a difficult customer to bowl to. David Gower alongside me, and you must have seen some of this, David.
I've seen Martin Spate play some extraordinary shots over the years. He's not short of confidence, that much we can say. Treating Tim Munton as a very ordinary medium pacer. A lovely shot. He's kept those hands going high. He's hit straight through the line of the ball and straight down the ground.
Footwork is inch perfect. What a shot. How many times have we seen virtually a straight six in the first hour of a NatWest final? Brings the 50 up.
That would have brought a few people to their feet as well. It's a glorious shot. It's normally a lot later in the day that you see these sorts of shots attempted. He does play it very well. Keeps his head down, eye on the ball. And there's a dead straight follow through.
And again. It's 3 times he's done this. This time it's only 4.
Only 4 maybe, but it's a big problem for Tim Munton. Tim Munton had that early success getting Bill Athy out, but since then, he might have regretted it. Martin Spate has taken a severe liking to him.
Another one. Well, Reeve hasn't varied his field placings at all yet. Still 2 slips. He's got a backward short leg, but just wonder for how long he can let this go. He's hit plenty in the middle, but there's also half a dozen have gone flying past the outside edge.
Well, that's why Dermot Reeve's keeping these slips in. It's not a bad ball at all, and Martin Spate had to play at it. That ball pitching just outside off stump, moving away from the right-handed batsman.
Again. Not sure where he was hitting that. He was probably intending to start it straight, but it's 4 and quite a lot of bat on it.
There aren't too many batsmen would actually respond to the previous delivery where the ball went past the outside of the bat by giving themselves room and aiming over extra cover for the next ball.
Smith's gone for the hook, and he can hook. Better delivery, fuller length.
Well, that's the length to bowl. That's where David Smith's a lot more uncertain. Good delivery going across the left-hander.
And another one. Becoming a nightmare for Dermot Reeve and for Warwickshire. I can't remember a final where I've seen the ball flying to so many parts so quickly.
Well, Sussex getting off to a flyer, and Paul Smith's economy rates in this particular match not looking too brilliant. It's all a question of length and line, and that's just given David Smith room to play that ball away on the offside again. Timed it well.
That was a peculiar bit of cricket.
It's a very slower ball. And almost as if David Smith didn't really pick it up at all. Also swung a little bit, played the draw on it in the end. Little inside edge through the legs.
It's pre-selected, it's predetermined, it's magnificent to watch. End of the over, 95 for 1. Thoughts now from David Gower, and then commentary from Richie Beno.
Super stuff from Martin Spate. And a little bit of an ooh from the crowd as they thought there might be half a sniff of a caught and bowl there, but it's too firmly hit. This must be one of the most exhilarating starts we've seen to any cup final at Lord's.
Wouldn't have missed it for the world. Sitting at the back of the commentary box, marvelling at it. In addition to the ones that have whistled past the outside edge of the off stump, or the batsman has played and missed, it has been a terrific morning. Have to do it quick here. And it's exactly what he is. He's very swift between the wickets. It's just a little bit dicey. Look at that.
It's Andy Moles coming in there, and that had got to be, well, I think that might well have been out with the direct hit. Certainly was very tight. Been a waste of a wicket where these two have played.
First wicket fell at 4. So a little inside edge out on the onside has brought up the 100 stand between Smith and Spate. It's been great stuff. Good beat for Martin Spate. It's a wonderful knock. Common sense as well, not just get out there and give it a thrash, but beautifully executed. Piper's looking for it, so's the slip. Piper's got it. Well, I suppose it had to come to an end sooner or later, but Spate has certainly got Sussex away to a tremendous start. The second wicket has gone down at 107. We're at the moment only into the 19th over. And that could be the innings that swings this final to Sussex in the end. On the other hand, we pointed out a little while ago, get one and might have a few more run along.
Well, I thought it'd be a good contest between these two, Dermot Reeve, Martin Spate. Bowling the big outswinger there and trying to play the sweep hit shot. It wasn't really a full sweep shot, right across the line. You can't say it's a good shot with the ball swinging away like that, but he's played some remarkable shots this morning and great entertainment, but you always felt sooner or later if he's going to play that particular shot, it's got to go up in the air. Alan Wells, the Sussex captain, just coming in.
That's the first stroke Alan Wells has unleashed in this innings at Lord's. They've run 4. That's just about the longest part of the ground down there. That's a pretty good stroke.
Yes, that was a beautifully controlled stroke. Definitely getting the ball to swing out, and he didn't try to hit it again too hard, but perfect timing.
Beautifully hit. Lovely shot. No great effort, but just he made sure that the bat stayed straight throughout the shot.
He does like to be positive, the spinners, Alan Wells. Does use his feet well. As Jack Bannister was saying, lovely straight follow through again, just like Martin Spate earlier in the day with the seam bowlers.
Well, this will be tight. Dickie's asked for the third umpire, which is Alan Whitehead. And first time we've seen this in a final. With a run out. Now what do we see?
Well, as Jack Bannister said, it was always going to be tight. David Smith has run very well this morning. He wanted this one for the 50. Dickie Bird getting into position. And the underarm throw, no great power in the throw. Well, you can see why Dickie Bird called the video evidence.
Frame by frame. Been given not out. And now the acknowledgement of the 50. $80 balls, 6 fours. Applause, which is perhaps relieved from the dressing room balcony there. The Sussex supporters. Dickie's dropped the sweater. Something like normal service will be resumed in a minute. Brings up the 150. Well, everything is placed to perfection for Sussex this morning. Anywhere else that would have been 2 or 3. Didn't really get hold of it. It's gone for 4. 153 now for 2 after 29.
He's run him. That's well bowled. He deserved that wicket. And a very important one too. Wells was just getting into stride. Out for 33. David Smith is 74. And it's 183 for 3.
Yes, that was certainly make your mind up before he bowled it. No real necessity to do that at the moment. Plenty of overs left yet. Still 21, but you can see he'd already made his mind up to do that before he bowled. The length was wrong. It was too full a length, and that's why he missed it. You can't really sweep from that length unless you get it on the full toss. This is an interesting move. Franklin Stevenson coming in. I think that's quite right. 21 overs left. And this man can destroy anybody in the space of 10 overs.
Got him. Good catch. A blistering catch there. Smashed at the man at extra cover. It was a pretty good game, and Franklin Stevenson doesn't quite know what to make of it, but that was a super piece of cricket.
I was just saying, Roger Two was doing a good job getting the ball to swing. Batsman having trouble really middling it. Franklin Stevenson went for that one, but the ball's not coming onto the bat very quick now. Just leaving the ground. Not quite keeping the drive down. Neil Smith taking the catch.
Your batsman is Neil Lenham. Is Roger Toos. Nice start for Lenham.
Well, he won't get off the mark with a much nicer shot than that.
Same spot. Not quite the same ball, but same result. $200 up. That's a nice even match now. Whereas it looked at one stage that Sussex were running away with it. Warwickshire got themselves back into the game. Sussex have the opportunity of racing ahead now.
In the air, drops in. Two runs.
Dominic Ostler, the man out at deep square leg. Neil Lennon hit that quite well, but just about 5 yards to Ostler's right. Very much a chance.
Four runs. That was clipped very firmly through mid-wicket. It was in the air, but wide of the fielder at mid-wicket.
It was always Neil Lennon's intention to get this over the infield. Just a flick of the wrists, lifts it over mid-wicket. From then on, the slope of the ground just took it down to the boundary very quickly.
Well, that's a colossal blow, my word. I just asked David Gower to talk about the lack of footwork involved in that stroke.
I don't think you need to worry about the feet here, Tony, too much. What you will see is a very full swing of the bat.
Single takes David Smith on to 99. A wonderful shot. He's a very good looking young player, Neil Lennon. That's a beautiful stroke. Served. Only the 6th century made in NatWest final. The others, Geoffrey Boycott, Clyde Lloyd, Vivian Richards, Jeff Cook and Brian Hardy. Brian Hardy's in 1985. Very, very good innings.
Very satisfying moment for David Smith and for his colleagues on the Sussex balcony. It's been a very steady hand. Started fluently. Good partner for Martin Spate when things looked to be going wrong early in the day, but a very good partnership between those two first. And now 100 not out from 162 balls. Now to 266 for 4, the current total. Very important now that David Smith makes even more of this and continues on his way for the remaining 6 overs.
And that's a nice way to continue. They haven't been mucking around out there today. Bowlers have been running up, whirling over their arms, and the batsmen have been smashing them to all parts of the park. Half century for Neil Lennon. Good effort. Another timely performance from him. Good hit again. Just short of the boundary. They're not mucking around with Tim Munton.
I think David Smith's had enough of the running twos. He looks a little bit shattered. Might as well get them in fours. It's easier, he said.
That's a good effort, and it also brings up the 300 for only the second time in NatWest final here at Lord's. Their occasion was Yorkshire when they made over 300 against Surrey. LBW. Lennon has gone for 58. Quicker ball from Dermot Reeve. He's been mixing them up. Occasional slower one, and a quicker one there has picked up the wicket of Neil Lennon.
Yes, that was like a leg spinner. Perfect length, ran to the block early and well bowled. Did very well at the death, Dermot Reeve. That's been a very entertaining innings from Neil Lennon right from the first ball.
Your batsman is Keith Greenfield. Great shot. Crowd is alive with the situation that they're seeing a little bit of history here. Previous bests 317 for Yorkshire against Surrey, and now Sussex 318 for 5 against Warwickshire. And off the last ball, David Smith has run out, taking the single, or trying to take the single, on a reverse sweep. Ball is from the Warwickshire players for David Smith, and a standing ovation for him from the crowd here at Lord's.
Well, it really was a perfectly shaped innings with the opener batting right through. David Smith, the most handsome 124 run out of the last ball. And dashing contributions there from Spate, 50 or 51 balls, Lennon 58 or 51, and a record total of 321 for 6. Hard work for the bowlers. Neil Smith and Roger Toos, I thought, were the pick of them. 1 for 37, 1 for 30. They put the brake on, but a damaging day for Munton. Paul Smith and Dermot Reeve struggled. Gladstone Small, expensive but unlucky. So, 322 required to win at 5.36 runs per over. Let's join Warwickshire now in the 4th over of the innings. Stevenson bowls to Ratcliffe, his 18 for no wicket.
Bowled in, Stevenson strikes, Ratcliffe's gone.
I think a bit of a lazy shot here by Jason Ratcliffe. Didn't really get anywhere with that front foot. The ball just went between bat and pad, but no real movement of the front foot there. He's a big lad, he's over 6 foot, but you can see there's no real stride forward. Had it been, I think he would have played that.
First ball for Dominic Osler, Stevenson the bowler. Nearly the last.
That's not a bad delivery for your first ball.
caught him. Moles is gone, bottom edge. Now Warwickshire in real trouble.
Well, I think it's ironical when you saw the number of times that Gladstone Small went past the outside edge with those outswingers. And here, as I said, Warwickshire starting to play the odd wide one, managing to reach it and getting a little touch through to the keeper. It's what usually happens in a case like this when you're chasing a big score.
Nicely turned away. Beautiful piece of timing.
Paul Smith just letting that ball come to him, using the pace of the ball just to work it through the leg side. Wonderful shot there. Again, straight down the ground. That's the great merit of this shot.
Sweet shot.
Well, it's about the first time that Franklin Stevenson has really strayed in line. Angled towards leg stump this time and neatly timed.
Shot. Good square shot, and that beats Giddens. Really good clip off the legs, that. Another fine shot, played deliberately in the air, over mid-wicket. Very healthy sound of bat and ball there. 4 more to Paul Smith.
Well, the last couple of times we've seen him in Salisbury, he's been a bit inconsistent in length, and again you saw him pitch him very short.
And he has a wicket. Not one that he might have planned precisely, but they all count, I can tell you. Dominic Oster, caught by David Smith off Salisbury. Smith made a century earlier in the day. 25 to Oster from 47 balls.
Well, we got the full toss we were talking about, and looking to put it away over mid-wicket. Lifted his head fractionally and didn't quite get the middle of the bat. Low down on the bat and straight to mid-wicket.
The batsman is Asif Din. That's nice placement. They have that man very fine. Yeah. Right. Very interesting. We'll have another look at that. The question is, if Franklin Stevenson had his hand over the rope, it stayed over the rope when he picked up the ball. Now, there's the hand. Now, up comes the hand. I think Franklin might have been hardly done by that.
Oh, it's nicely bowled. Didn't have a slip and has paid the penalty, and so often happens when a cricketer's out of form and is perhaps slightly unfit. That happens. He bowls a useful delivery and it just costs him 4. That's 50 for Paul Smith in a mixture of an innings, but you can only admire the spirit in which he started off, because he came in with his side in trouble at 18 for 2, and straight away he decided to attack. And that's the result, 50 off 76 balls. Well, well, that was a reverse sweep from as wide a delivery as you could see.
Well, Asif Din, he made his mind up to play the reverse sweep, but he bowled it so wide that it was nearly impossible to reach.
Got it. Bisection there for
Well, Ian and Salisbury just having a bit of a problem here. Confidence is just going a little.
another one. Well, Warwickshire needed a big over.
Paul Smith is very disappointed. Very disappointed. Franklin Stevenson has zipped that one through at about 3 yards faster than normal. He surprised Paul Smith. And Merv Kitchen has done the rest.
This is exactly what Alan Wells was ordering. Very hard to tell that if it has just nicked the bat. Paul Smith's head turns straight round, which is quite often an indication the batsman thinks he might just have nicked it, following the flight of the ball. But no obvious deviation. There must have been a noise or something as it went past. Paul Smith very disappointed. He's played very well for that 60. 4 down then Warwickshire, 164 they've got now. Dermot Reeve, the captain, arrives at the crease.
But it could easily have been so.
Very late on that attempted pull shot. But he's placed it beautifully because he's lobbed it over Franklin Stevenson. Alan Wells can't quite make it, and he's seen Franklin Stevenson coming back towards him, and wouldn't blame him for panicking because there's quite a lot of Franklin Stevenson.
That's a good shot. Really laid his ears back on that one.
And that's his 50. They look for 2 and turn it down. Pleasant flexibility about Asif Din's batting. He's worked his runs carefully. Galati, who's had an unlucky start to the day. 200 comes up. He'd gloved an early catch to the keeper, is out for naught. Oh, that was close.
It's a beautifully bowled slow ball from Neil Lenham, hit it in the dark. Dermot Reeve just spotted it in time, but could only, well, just steer the ball inches past the outside of the off stump.
Beautifully struck. That's one of the rare clean blows to the boundary. Probably predetermined, or if he said to himself, well, if it's up or around there, I'm going to give it a go, and Neil let him just begin to struggle a bit there.
Well, what was that? It's been called a no ball. Two runs to the Warwickshire score. Well, didn't pick it up. Shaped to go underneath as though it was a catch, and ended up sprinting 35 yards, and it's gone for 4.
Well, that's what we're saying about fielders having problems picking the ball up in these very gloomy conditions.
Got to be called, and is. And it looks as though Dickey's had words, and this will be an official warning, no question of that.
Well, I think that was pretty good, strong umpiring, Jack. I think he was correct right in what he did, and nice to see that Dickey can still be strong when he wants to be.
That's 50 for Dermot Reeve. It's been a good innings. There's the Warwickshire balcony. There's some Warwickshire supporters. This is 4th 50 in this competition. That's the 100 partnership.
You pay the penalty, you bring fine leg up to put the long on, and if you then bowl it and allow them to play the leg glance. Fair, did go across there a long way and was looking to play it from off stump. It's the way that Dermot Reeve plays, he improvises.
Well, that's gone very, very fast over Point's head.
That's the area you've got to be looking to come down the pitch, slice it away on the offside. Don't put away too much to leg. That's the area where the fielders are going to struggle to pick it up, and certainly if it doesn't go exactly where you think it's going, then you're struggling.
Great shot, going to be fielded. There's 10 off that over. That's the rate they have to score. 31 needed from 18. Should have gone to the end where Asif Din was struggling, but there's always the chance Spate couldn't see him.
Yes, I think he picked the wrong end then. No doubt about it. It was always going to be tight there, but the other end, I think, had a good chance.
Good shot. Great save. Greenfield. Wonderful fielding.
Well, we've seen some poor fielding today from Sussex, but that was absolutely brilliant. And no sliding, he went down with the hand.
Slower ball, and astonishingly, in this light, batsmen all over the world have failed to pick Franklin Stevenson's slower ball. Asif Din has picked it in the most abysmal light. 296 for 4, 322 needed in all. Shot. Hundred for Asif Din. A terrific performance from him. Reeve is just getting right into his ear now, saying forget about the 100 and just keep laying bat on ball. Off that over, which is just what Warwickshire needed. Sussex must keep them down in this over. .303 for 4. .19 needed from 11. And they've gone to 2. That's good cricket. Oh.
Now, when you've been out there making 100, that's tremendous running at this stage.
Could be out. Spate. Got him. Gosh, how would he see that in the background? That was brilliantly done. Wasn't a bad shot. Got it just about off the meat of the bat. Asif Din, who's played such a wonderful innings here today. 104. And that, for one moment, he must have thought was taking him to 108. And Warwickshire to victory. Spate was the man out there, positioned himself under it. Came fairly flat at him, and it must have come from blackness.
I thought it was a brilliant piece of fielding. He positioned himself, he didn't panic at all, and he never looked like missing it at any time. You can almost tell when the fielder's going to catch the ball. But a marvellous innings by Asif Din there. Tremendous. And a great reception. Remember this day for the rest of his life.
306 for 5. Asif Din out for 104. Richard Toos is the new batsman. Now joined Dermot Reeve on 67. Won't get a wide for that. It is very, very tense. 16 from 7 balls. Got to get bat or pad on this one. Very well bowled. Very well bowled. Ed Giddens only made his debut a couple of years ago. He's now bowled 12 overs for 57 and 1 wicket. That sounds expensive, but that was a very, very good over. 15 needed from the last over.
Big problem, it's a big ground now. To after it is 6 is difficult, so we've got to get a couple of boundaries.
Big hit. Wonderful strike. A wonderful shot from Dermot Reeve. We're going to take 2.
That's a good piece of fielding again. We realised that the batsman at the run-in was going to get back. He'd gone so quickly through to the far end. That would have been tight.
Tension, tension. 7 more runs from 3 balls. Dermot Reeve is limping. Already looked a couple of times in this match as though he's had cramp. He has a history of leg injury.
I should think that Roger Toos is probably saying to him that wherever it goes, I'm going to try and run it to get back to your end. You've got to believe that wickets do make a difference in this match yet as well.
Oh, it's a blistering stroke. It's gone through extra cover like a rocket. And it's gone to the boundary. 3 runs needed from 2 balls. Now that makes it nice and tight, doesn't it? Got to get a single. Now, there'll be all sorts of conferences out there. There'll be between the batsmen, Reeve and Toos. There'll be between the captains and the fielders. In the air, and it's safe. And Warwickshire have won a famous victory here at Lord's. A wonderful victory.
Well, in all the mayhem of that last ball, even though the stumps were out, they took 2 runs, so the final score 322 for 5. Delightful little partnership building up with Ostler and Paul Smith, and then that terrific run chase with Asif Din and Dermot Reeve putting on 142 in 141 balls. It's the highest score in a final. The bowlers, well, it was hard work. You could only feel sympathy for the bowlers. The best was Franklin Stevenson, but even he struggled to get control towards the end. 2 for 51 up his 12 overs. And so it was Warwickshire's day. Warwickshire won by 5 wickets, and the trophy was presented to Dermot Reeve along with a cheque for £30,000. David Gower chose the man of the match, and he ended up with his nomination, Asif Din. Alan, first with the record score, you must have expected to have a rather comfortable victory, I suppose.
Well, I think at half-time we were probably 4-0 up, weren't we? But 2 great innings from Asif and Dermot towards the end there. Magnificent innings, and unfortunately we were on the losing side.
Yeah, well, Alan said at half-time they were probably 4-0 up. I mean, you would have probably thought they were up even with the last over when we needed 15 to win, and it was bad light. But you know, it's a funny old game, cricket. It's a bit of a cliche for you, but you know, I'm speechless. There you go.